Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Mac Danzig to defeat Jim Miller. And I'm here to talk about Erin Blanchfield versus Taila Santos. This fight is an awesome fight. I think it could be the headliner of a fight night event, or maybe the co-headliner of a pay-per-view, if it's got the right headliner. But nevertheless, this is like the fourth or fifth fight from the top, and I think this one has the highest stakes of any fight on the card. It's tough to beat Max Holloway as far as prestige goes, but this one, the winner of this one will be fighting for the title before the winner of any other fight. That's my prediction. Erin Blanchfield is 11-1 as a pro, 24 years old, and she's given up 2 inches of height and no reach to Taila Santos, who is 30 years old and has a record of 19-2. Blanchfield, she's got just 12 fights, but I think at least 8 of them come against fighters in the UFC, maybe 9 of them against UFC fighters, whether they got there in the future or were already there. Her 11 wins come 2 via TKO, 4 via submission, 5 via decision. She's a monster on the ground, Erin Blanchfield, especially if she's on top, and she's a good wrestler too. But on the ground, she is just, she's a problem. Really, really good methodical passing, incredible submission game, and just a really good control. She's a beast on top. On the feet, she leaves a little to be desired, even though she did knock out Victoria Leonardo with a head kick in Invicta. She's tough and she's good, but she's not great on the feet. Her win against J.J. Aldrich in the UFC, that was a fight in which she was definitely losing it on the feet and even being taken down a few times by J.J., which was a big surprise. But she ended up winning that with a guillotine choke in round 2. Snapped her head down, laced up a guillotine, and power guillotine, and got her out of there with a very beautiful, opportunistic submission. So it's not like she just has to go through you methodically. Erin Blanchfield's got technique, and she's just a dangerous girl. You know, you give her an opening, she can probably get it done. But generally, she wants to get it done by taking you down and going through you conventionally. Her one loss comes to Tracy Cortez. It's a split decision, or, you know, if not, it very well could have been. It was a very, very close fight. A fight which I thought she definitely could have won, and she was the last woman standing, but she conceded position too much, you know, whether it's going for an armbar, just settling and trying to play guard. Tracy Cortez, who's a very good wrestler herself and a very good grappler herself, she won that decision just by being on top more. But still, it was very close, could have gone either way. And no shame in losing to Tracy, who, even though she hasn't fought and she's been out for a while, she's still going strong generally. Erin, we've seen her run through everybody in the UFC. She's run through everybody, dominated Miranda Maverick, steamrolled Jessica Andrade in round 2, steamrolled Molly McCann with a Kimura, and of course J.J. Aldrich, she got her out of there with a rear naked guillotine in round 2. She's also beaten some good fighters outside the UFC. Victoria Leonardo, Brogan Walker Sanchez beat her by decision and finished really strongly there. Kay Hansen, she had a pretty close fight with her, but beat her by decision. Taila Santos, she's 19-2. Her 2 losses both come via decision. She lost her debut in the UFC to Mara Romero Barella, and her last fight to Valentina Shevchenko. She lost both fights via decision. They were both pretty close fights. Barella definitely won by crowding her, finding success, taking her down early. After getting taken down, Santos came out and ripped her to the mat right away with a judo throw, I think. Really, displaying that physicality advantage that she has against most fighters she fights. But Barella slowed things down, crowded her against the cage, and ended up getting her down, sucking a little bit of life out of her, and just slowed the fight down to a crawl. And then in round 3, Santos, it was actually the last woman standing there. I thought she performed well, made it more of a striking battle, and got the better of Barella. But it was too little too late, and the decision went to Barella. And against Valentina Shevchenko, that was pretty close, let's be honest. Could have gone either way. I did score it for Valentina, but I think it could easily be 49-46 Valentina, but it could just as easily be 48-47 Taila Santos. She had a lot of success, especially early, showing that physicality advantage and her athleticism, combined with some solid grappling as well and overall skills, and she was able to get Valentina down and secure control over her. And even if Valentina was the one landing 100 strikes from the shittiest position and whatever, she still had good control over a very difficult fighter to control. And Taila Santos really showed a lot in that fight. In the end, it could have gone either way, but Valentina won down the stretch, in my opinion. The championship round, she took over. But Taila Santos, her stock definitely went up in that with that performance. And in her other fights, we've seen her dominate, and a lot of fighters on the ground as well. Some good grapplers like Jillian Robertson, Roxanne Modafferi. These are solid grapplers. They may not be the best physical beasts out there, but technically they're very, very sound. And Taila Santos was able to control them. She went right through Joanne Wood with a rear naked choke in round one. But Wood is, historically, she's been more susceptible to submissions than some of those other girls, so that makes a little bit of sense. But on the feet, I think Taila Santos has an advantage over Erin Blanchfield. Even if, Taila Santos, she's not the most technical girl either. I think Erin Blanchfield is definitely, she's got her mind on technique. But Taila is a problem on the feet. She's got an athletic advantage here. And I think she throws the more powerful strikes and definitely throws them better at range. And on the ground, I think Erin Blanchfield is better technically. I think she's better technically than Taila Santos. I think she wins the jiu-jitsu match. But Taila Santos is, again, like we saw in the Valentina Shevchenko fight, she's a problem. She's got good athleticism, really good physicality inside, and she's got some good grappling as well and good scrambling ability. I think she's going to find her hips higher, end up getting on top of Erin Blanchfield and securing some valuable control time, even over a really good grappler like Erin Blanchfield. I think Taila can have some success controlling anybody on the ground. So I'm picking Taila Santos. I'm picking Taila Santos specifically for that physicality advantage. She's going up against a girl that I think has her beat technically, and Taila is going to bully her a little bit and score more points that way. I think Taila wins a decision. I think this one will be close, and it could be back and forth, or it could just be, one-way traffic. But I expect this one to go the distance, and I think Taila will find herself on top more. So I'm taking Taila Santos. And by the way, if Taila is taken down by Erin Blanchfield, I do think Erin would cut through her guard more easily and have a greater chance of getting a finish. A much greater chance, to be honest. But still, I'm picking Taila to get more control and win the decision. Plus 110 is my bet. Her decision is like plus 155 or something. I'll just play her money line at plus odds. Taila Santos, though, that's my pick and my bet. I can't believe I'm saying it because I have a lot of respect for Erin Blanchfield, and I still hope she makes it to the title. But here in this one, gun to my head, I'm going with Taila. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit. Check out my other videos.